𝗍𝗗𝗂𝗂𝗃𝗄splants.com, where we teach you all about gardening in the great indoors. If you'd like to support my show and get help growing your houseplants, check out my Patreon below. Today I am going to share with you 10 of the best low maintenance houseplants. So smart indoor gardeners know, and I know you're smart because you're watching this video, that they have limitations. If they have limitations, if they forget to water a little bit, or they don't have quite the greatest lighting, or maybe the indoor air, your indoor air is dry. And so if that sounds like you, or maybe you're just getting started, you're a newbie and you want to make sure you have good luck, these plants are pretty low maintenance. Now, it's not to say that they're completely, you can set them down and forget them, but they are the ones, these are plants that tend to put up with a little bit of abuse, let's say. So, however, as mentioned, they still need some TLC, okay? So, of course, even if they're a succulent, and I do have a succulent here, the jade plant, it's still going to need some water to survive, right? And it's definitely going to need light. I do have care videos for all 10 of these plants. I will put links below for all of those videos so you can check them out and find out how to care for them. This video, I'm just going to go over briefly these 10 really good choices if you're looking for houseplants to add to your collection or looking for houseplants for your new collection. Okay, so starting out first with the Chinese Evergreen. This is a real pretty one that has that coral and green. There's white and green ones as well, and there's ones that are primarily green. This is a slow growing plant, and it does take medium low light conditions, which is really cool, especially considering the beautiful coloration in these leaves and then and the other types as well. So and it doesn't need repotting that often either. It does like to be root bound, so it's a real good choice for a low maintenance, really pretty houseplant. So as mentioned, Chinese Evergreen, and botanical name is 𝗍𝗶𝗱𝗂𝗃𝗄𝗰𝘁𝘀. Okay, so next on the list, one of my favorite plant families, Drina. I love the Dracaenas because they are so low maintenance. They will take low to medium light, low humidity. They continue to grow well, a lot of times even when you forget to water them for a while. And they come in such beautiful colorations. You've probably heard of the corn plant. This isn't the corn plant, this is another variety, but the corn plant's very common, Drina fragrans massiagiana, and this is another variety as well. There's lots and lots of varieties, and they all are pretty low maintenance. Okay, next on the list, always on the low maintenance list, is pothos. And here is neon pothos. So you've probably seen pothos that is a deeper green, and ones with marbleized coloring in white and green with white splashes on the green, sometimes yellow. This is the neon. I did do a care video on this recently as well, the specific species variety in the pothos grouping there. So the pothos vining plant, as you can see, oval shaped leaves, very easy to grow. It can take low to higher light, so it can grow in a lot of different locations, and it does like to go on to the dry side as well. So a really good low maintenance plant, and it will also put up with sporadic watering, so tolerates quite a bit of abuse there. Okay, next on the list is the ficus tree, the rubber tree, and here we have I have here this is Henry. He is in my root rot series where he was saved from root rot few years ago. Today I am having him lean over because today he is quite tall, so I can't get him all in here, but I wanted to get him in here a little bit. But you can see the pretty leaves on him. So as mentioned, he's a Ficus elastica. Rubber tree is the common name. The thick, glossy, dark green to purple leaves. It's a really attractive indoor garden, indoor tree for your indoor garden. It can grow 6 to 10 feet tall, and right now he's approaching about 5 feet tall now. These plants will tolerate infrequent watering, low to medium light conditions as well. So really, really good addition to easy growing, as long as it doesn't, the plant doesn't have root rot, which no plants do well with root rot. And I will put a link for his the Saving Henry series below as well. Okay, next on the list, Peperomia, also known as radiator plant. And there's a lot of different varieties of this plant. There's a lot of them that are green, just a solid green color. This one, of course, has coloration with yellow and green. Real pretty plants. They're called radiator plants because they have been, traditionally they were set on top of radiators and just kind of set them and forget them. So really easy plants to grow. They tend to just keep on going in your indoor garden. You can forget to water them. Actually, you don't want to water them too much because they could get root rot. So they can go dry, and they just, as mentioned, just kind of keep on growing. They're medium, slow to medium growers. A lot of the plants that are easier to grow are ones that grow a little more slowly than other plants, but that can vary. So this one, radiator plant, Peperomia, another really good choice. Okay, and I already mentioned the succulent in the collection here, and this is a jade, lovely, lovely plant here. And jades are super easy to grow indoors, providing that you provide them with bright indirect light or a full spectrum lighting. They will thrive for you. You don't water them very often because they are a succulent, and they can pretty much be forgotten, except, like I said, as long as they're not forgotten in a dark corner, as long as they have enough light. It's pretty much one of those plants you can kind of forget about for quite a while and then go and check on. And you'll see, oh, it's grown quite a bit since I last checked on it. Another great one next on the list, prayer plant. And the prayer plant, 𝗣𝗿𝗱𝗂𝗰𝘁𝘀𝘂 is the botanical name. This one is actually flowering. So prayer plants are pretty easy to grow. Actually, this is not, I'm sorry, this is a peace lily, not prayer plant, a peace lily. And the peace lilies, excuse me, actually prayer plants are more difficult to grow. I do have a video on prayer plants, but they are more difficult to grow. This is a 𝗣𝗿𝗱𝗂𝗰𝘁𝘀𝘂, a peace lily is the common name. And it's an easy to grow plant. As I mentioned, they do like a low to medium light, so they don't need a lot of light. So if you have darker conditions and you do want to get some flowering going on, then this is a really good choice for you. They are also sometimes referred to as the plant that can basically be wilting, and then you can water it and it will come back to life. So if you forget to water this plant, I think sometimes it's called the redemption plant or something like that, because you can forget to water it and it will come back to life. So obviously the more you drought the plant, the slower it's going to grow. So you don't want to do that, but it is one of those ones, if you forget to water it, it's not going to be dead like some divas, like some of the ferns, like maidenhair fern, for instance. So this prayer plant, 𝗣𝗿𝗱𝗂𝗰𝘁𝘀𝘂𝗂, I don't know why I keep going there. This 𝗣𝗿𝗱𝗂𝗂𝗰𝘁𝘀𝘂, the peace lily, easy to grow, and really nice addition to your indoor garden as well. Okay, another one, philodendron. This one is the Heartleaf Filodendron. This is a really big plant here. It's got lots of trailing. It's a trailing vining plant. Lots to this one. This is quite a big specimen here. Now these are real easy to grow too, as long as you give them water. They can go a little dry as well, and have them in medium to medium light, brightish, mostly medium actually. They will really grow really well for you too. Real easy to grow like crazy for you. A really nice one to add to your indoor garden collection as well. Okay, the next one is snake plant here, and this is Sansevieria trifasciata. Okay, so the it's just real easy to grow. It's very architectural as well. And this one, another one, you don't want to overwater it. You do want to water this one a little bit more than succulents, but you still don't need to water this plant much, and you don't want to water it much because it will succumb to root rot if you do. But real pretty plant, very easy to grow. Like I said, another one kind of like you just give it the right light and water it sometimes, and it will grow really well for you. Okay. And then the last one on my list here is the good old 𝗍𝗍 plant. I love this plant. It's known as the 𝗍𝗍 plant, as mentioned. 𝗍𝗶𝗱𝗂𝗰𝘁𝘀𝘂 is the actual botanical name for this plant, and it is very architectural looking, as you can see as well. Real pretty plant, very easy to grow. You need to give it medium light, go a little bit on the lower light side as well. And it also, you don't want to overwater this one, so you don't water it as much as all other plants. So once again, kind of a set it, forget it for a little while plant as well. So there you go with some great choices for the best low maintenance house plants you can find. I will put, as mentioned, I have linked below for how to care for any of these. If you decide to go out and get one or more of them or all of them, then you'll know how to care for these beauties as well. Thank you for stopping by today. Please leave any comments about any indoor gardening tutorials you'd like to see. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And please check the bell if you'd like to be notified when new videos are released.